Okay, so gonna answer two questions since it's you guys are first time coming back from a year. One is very light, very fast, and then a more proper question. So somebody asked, like, what's your favorite game? What Steam games would you recommend? And well, by the way, you spell recommend wrong. So the first game I would recommend you to get is maybe Oxford Dictionary for one. But you know, if you're looking at what games we're playing, Among Us is great. I'm pretty sure you guys are playing that. If you want to play some Rocket League with someone like Jeffrey Kwa and Wilbur, they're on it. We can also play Rainbow Six with Jeffrey and I, but prepare to get wrecked because we're pretty good at it. WoW Shadowlands is great. I'm on it right now, trying to get ahead of the curve. 10-10 heroic rate. But yeah, those are the games. I mean, WoW is not really on Steam, but yeah, those are sort of games. Hope you guys are there as well. Don't get Cyberpunk. Those who got Cyberpunk, bug day every day, eh? So yeah, those are the games. Now that I got everybody excited, because video games is what gets everybody excited, I'm gonna answer a proper question, which is, someone said, I feel guilty on the days I don't work enough or don't work at all. Should I be feeling guilty? Now, it's a very interesting question because what it tells me, the thing that I'm thinking about is what if I say, yes, you should be feeling guilty, and what if I say, no, you shouldn't be feeling guilty, right? And this sort of question tells me something. It tells me that the person who is asking is what I call mentally very dependent, mentally dependent on others, or the other way to more crudely put it is you're mentally very weak. Now, it says a lot. This question says a lot because what it's telling me is that you are looking for somebody to ascertain, to tell you whether you're doing something correct or wrong, right? I believe that it's not just this particular individual. A lot of you go through that phase. I went through this phase myself when I'm your age as well. So, and the thing is this, or rather the dangerous part of being of this type of thinking is that you are always looking for somebody to ascertain you or validate you. And what's dangerous is that at some point when there's nobody there, it stresses you out because you don't know where your value is at. And where you want to really go through is to move away from that kind of thinking and not have somebody tell you whether you should or should not be feeling guilty. To have you yourself determine that have that sense of value, right? Have you be the one that tells yourself how you should be valued, not what other people think about you, right? And really, there's 3 steps to do this, right? And you guys already know the first 2 steps. It's like the first is that trust in others and earn trust, right? Second is to contribute to the community, right? Always bring contribution to the community you're in. It could be your team, your family, your school, wherever community that you have, right? And third is to really understand who you are, right? And the third point is really the thing that we haven't actually teach you yet, which we're going to cover in the second semester at some point, right? We'll teach you how to do that. It's related to a lot of your questions around what should I do after high school? Why do you not feel like you belong to the world, right? So you know the 2 of the 3 things, right? Earning trust, building trust, and contributing to the community. Got to practice that. Now, once you know and understand who you are as a person, right? That will help you be a little bit more mentally independent, I would say. So it really frees you, mentally speaking, and puts you in a position where you no longer depends on someone who is going to be there to ascertain you or to tell you that, hey, you're worth this much or you're worth that much, or, you know, and be dependent on these praises as a form of motivation, right? Because But what's the downside of that is that you're going to be really annoying because you're not going to listen to whoever tells you what to do, right? So in short, right, a very overgeneralized short version of summary of that is that people who are really mentally strong are super annoying because they never listen to you, right? If you want to go with that. But obviously that's a very overgeneralized way of putting it. But again, think about these three things, right? Earn trust, build trust, contribute to the community, and then when you understand how to know who you really are and why you exist, what do you exist here to do, that will help you move away from the kind of feeling of asking people, hey, should I be feeling this or should I be feeling that, right? And you will know yourself about what you want to do. But I can tell you a way to sort of go about resolving, getting some motivation to do some work is that aside from setting goals and sort of measurable goals and things like that, is to understand a system of improvement, which means that if you want to get fit, let's say that's your goal, and you say, oh, I want to reduce my weight or I want to get stronger by X amount of dates, by X amount and when, in a specific date, is to start creating a system. Or let's say you want to read a book, right? You want to build a habit of reading. Start a system. Read 1 page for 5 minutes before you sleep, then 2 pages for 10 minutes, 3 pages for 30 minutes, and so forth and so forth. And as your body gets used to that new system, it will help you build that habit that you want to build, right? So rather than saying that, go all out and start, I'm going to read every day, start slow, build a system, because you want to be in a system of sustainability.